Okay, so this question will be for spring of 2016. It'll be question 1 on exam 1. Okay, so it's going to be something of this nature. F of x equals, and then there'll be two lines, and it'll be either x less than or equal to some number, and then x greater than that same number, or it's possible that the inequality will be there. It's going to be one of those two places. Okay, and that number could be positive, negative, or 0. And then the lines are going to be something like, who knows, like 3x minus 7 or 1/4 x plus 2. Now, those lines may or may not meet at the point. So one question you're going to want to resolve is at x equals 3, okay, do these two lines meet? So that's an important question, and we're going to figure that out. So let's put that off to the side and figure this out. So let's go ahead and draw ourselves some axes. And somewhere over here is x equals 3. All right. And what we want to do is to the left of that, we want 3x minus 7. So to the left of that, you're going to be saying like, okay, my y-intercept is somewhere down there. It's negative. And my slope is positive. So it's going to do something like that. And since I have an inequality up here, there's no equals, then you're going to have an empty little hole there. Okay, let me change my tool for a second. Usually I use delete stroke, but I specifically just want to show you this barbell thing. Okay, there we go. That's what I want that to look like. So how much do you have to show? Well, to be completely safe, I didn't request this intercept, but it's safer for you to calculate it. You want to calculate everything that's important, that's potentially important. So this is a negative 7. Figure out where this intercept is. So to do that, you would say 3x minus y equals 3x minus 7. So which of these has to be 0? Well, it's on the x axis, so y equals 0. All right, so then you just solve for x. It's 7 over 3. So this is going to be 7 over 3 right there. And when you say 7 over 3 and you put the dot on the axis, it implies 7 over 3 comma 0. When you write a number on the axis, I assume you know which coordinate you're talking about, and I assume the other coordinate is 0. Okay. And then what's this? This is important because it might meet up with this other line. So where this is more important than where this guy is. All right, so 3x minus 7, where x is 3, 9 minus 7 is 2, so you can just put a 2 here, or if you could prefer, you could label that as 3 comma 2. You should label this as 3. As long as the information is in a visible place on your graph, I'm really flexible about how you present that. Okay. So now we have to worry about the other line. So if the other line were to be plotted all the way through, let me just show you where it would go. So it's a plus 2 and it's 1/4 slope, so it would look something like that. Okay, not exactly, but something like that. But we don't want to draw the whole thing, but we know for sure it's going to clear this threshold because we know that it starts over at 2 way over here, right? And it's increasing, and so we can at least figure out where it is at 3. And so it's 3/4 plus 2, 2.75. So again, you can just mark this off here if you don't feel like labeling the point with ordered pairs. That's fine. And actually, for this example, we're pretty much done. You just have to show that this slope is much more gradual than the other slope, and I'll be happy. So I'm not concerned about exactly how far over and up. What I'm looking for if I grade this question is that the two slopes are drastically different. So for example, this, I've shown it as like visually a slope is 1, but this one, but the important thing is it's increasing, and then this other slope is increasing or positive, but they're different, right? So the 1/4, the line with the slope 1/4 is going to increase less quickly than with the blue line. Okay, so those are the kind of things I'm going to look for when I grade it. And notice that it's not necessary that we went back here and found this other intercept, because that didn't show up on the plot, so it's not important. But over here, the blue line has two intercepts, and so I went to the trouble of labeling them both. Okay, so those are just kind of things to keep track of. You know, what are the different possibilities you can end up with? You could end up with things that look like, I don't know, you could have one of them going up and the other one going down. You could have both of them going up, both of them going down. You could have them meeting at a point, but if they meet at a point and the slopes are different, be careful that you know which one's more steep and less steep and all that stuff. So just, you want to make sure that if there's a join point, you want to make it clear which side is steeper, or at least make sure if, you know, if one is going up and one is going down, you got them going in the right direction. So I'm not going to be that picky, but you should make it somewhat believable. Okay?